Never mind, because now we're a republic forever and ever.
Nabbit, that SOS we sent you was for our energy grid. Damn thing's on the fritz since the moon Nazis attacked.
Have you tried shooting them? It works for Earth Nazis.
And they go across to France and he just parties for 10 years. And then, of course, Cromwell pegs it.
Look, sir, Great Britain is a small country, much smaller than yours. Small population compared with some. It's small, but it's great. And why?
Because it has guns.
Because it has discipline.
Because it has a navy. Because of this, the English go where they please and strike where they please, and this makes them great.
Right. And everyone's like, oh, who's next in charge? There was no one in charge. And there was instantly a constitutional crisis.
So this is both quite a gesture on the part of the British government and the royal family, but it's also an insight into the lengths to which they are willing to go to stay on the right side of this president.
Finally, in another economic game, testosterone makes people, and in these studies predominantly men, makes people more aggressively punishing of some other jerk who has done something creepy to somebody else.
Scare an ostrich, buries its head in the sand. You scare a hedgehog, it rolls itself up into a ball. When a woman strikes
else with an offer, but also more generous and rewarding someone who is making a kind gesture. Whoa, this is a completely different picture.
She goes out and buys herself a hat.
When you have circumstances in which status is attained by pro-sociality, testosterone can enhance that.
You mean you scare us so that we'll buy more, so that money moves quicker, production moves up?
We don't say scare when we talk about human beings. We say threaten them emotionally.
King Charles II came back and he's like, do you reckon there's a sheen of this, mother bitches? He said, I'll tell you what, I'll still be the king, but I acknowledge Cromwell had a few points.
I choose to believe what I was programmed to believe.
Un clan de pedófilos.
A clan of pedophiles.
How about you have some of the power, but we still have a king and we still have a monarchy for show?
But I'm pleading the fifth until I speak to my lawyer.
Oh, you're pleading the fifth, huh? Beecher, get me a copy of the Bill of Rights.
The Bill of Rights? Why?
Just do it!
We favor unreasonably huge subsidies to the brain slug plan.
Want to know what I think about the Fifth Amendment?
Okay, but what are the brain slugs who control you going to do for the working man?
Oh.
That.
And that's what's been in place ever since, and that's why we are the way we are today, with some unqualified tossers rolling over us, most of us peasants scrab around for whatever's left.
Why do you work so hard?
Because I love Russia and I love her people.
You were too young.
Age had nothing to do with it. You were afraid I'd leave the gang. That's what it was. All I've ever been to you is an accomplice. Never a daughter.
I mean, it's impressive, but like, who needs that many rooms?
It's not about rooms. It's about power. That building has one purpose, to say I'm the queen and you are my subjects.
Huh. You think so?
Queen might look like a nice old lady, but she comes from a long line of tyrants who all thought they were better than the rest of us.
5. The modern era, still no full audit. In 2017, Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin visited Fort Knox, the first Treasury Secretary to do so in decades. After his tour, he tweeted, "Glad gold is safe."
An orange promise gold. Orange slide.
Andrew! Have you asked the police to cover up for Andrew's child?
You're the one who gave birth to the child?
Yes.
Was it your egg or an implanted embryo?
Why is that any of your business?
Ma'am, this will go a lot faster if you cooperate.
Please. I'm trying to cooperate. It's just, we're going to miss our flight.
You should probably just send them on ahead.
We're staying together.
Well, you're certainly not going to Montreal with them today, miss.
I spoke to the agent outside. We're married. He said it was fine. Here.
This is not valid.
It has the stamp.
No, the document is no longer recognized. We're not married.
What?
It's forbidden. forbidden.
Forbidden? What does that mean?
Forbidden by the law.
What law?
The law.
You can't do this.
Miss, sit down.
I want to speak to your supervisor, and I need to see a lawyer, right?
Was it your egg or an implanted embryo?
You're seeing the polarization in countries that allow for the First Amendment and protect it, which is great. And I know it's difficult to hear, but it's time to limit the First Amendment in order to protect it, and quickly before it's too late.
What do you mean?